Hi, I'm Topher. I'm juror number 1, and this is my Ponderosa.
I'm Zach. I'm juror number 2, and this is my Ponderosa.
What up, Topher? I know. I was pulling for you, and then I'm like, but I actually want someone I want to hang out with.
Yeah, right. So what do you want to talk about since you were out first?
Well, I'm just the only thing that I was like, I don't know if if the plan to get me out was only defensive about the Dave thing, or if that was already in play. Like,
No, I believe Allison put the plan in place.
Yeah,
because she didn't want to vote Amelia voted
Yeah.
out because she didn't want a girl voted
Yeah,
out. That's what she told me.
yeah, and so
And I didn't even want you gone. I voted Amelia that.
yeah, okay. I was wondering,
but I knew that wasn't going to be the majority.
Yeah.
But no, it was simply a that was just you were the other name
Yeah.
that was really out there.
Okay, I don't know what would have happened with more time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was all aboard the Amelia vote train.
You were.
I wanted to get rid of, I did not feel good about having Amelia back because, obviously we voted against her, and she was I was hoping that she'd be I'm fine with getting rid of either Dave or TJ or
Mm-hmm.
something. Now, but then she was I really don't want to get rid of TJ. I only want to get rid of Dave. And I was
Mm-hmm.
then I was she's more with them than she is with us. So I was I didn't really feel bad about getting rid of her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bummer because I wonder that I wasn't gonna turn against Callie, but
Mm-hmm.
if there was another another option that wasn't a Flagstaff there, what might have happened?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that would have been so different.
Yeah,
If it was
yeah.
the whole 11 people, I feel
When did you decide you were gonna play your idol? That was
actually it was literally when we were sitting down before we got up to stand in line.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking I could vote Dave,
Yeah.
but so I had a final three with Dave and Allison,
Mhm.
and I had made it last night with Allison
Yeah.
and locked in with Dave today.
Mhm.
And I was the fact that the vote was going not only a way I didn't want it, but the only people I had a solid I've set an end game plan.
Yeah.
I was it's getting so far out of my hands. I have
Yeah.
to try and take back control.
Yeah. No.
So I thought about going along with Dave,
Yeah.
but then I would have hit Allison, and who was my number one,
Yeah.
probably not wanting to work with me.
Yeah. That
So
was-
I just went for it.
Yeah. No, that was fun. It was I was happy to go out in a fun, explosive way.
Dude, right?
I also, I don't know if I've escaped out, but I feel did you notice that when you were about to play the idol, it was Dave was also about to play
Oh,
the idol?
he said he was gonna play he had a fake thing that he found that he was gonna play as a joke. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was fuck, he has an idol. But now that you're out, I can tell you because my number one was definitely Callie.
It was Callie. Okay.
Did you think it was Nick?
I thought it was Nick,
Yeah, it was,
but I feel that just
I mean,
that's
we
how-
were tight, but definitely Callie from the get-go. She and I were super tight. And I know it came out that Callie leaked the plan to get Amelia
Mhm.
out, but that was both Callie and my plan.
That's so fucking funny.
Because I feel bad saying this, but it's it can't come back because you're already out.
Mhm.
But basically, it was so fun, and we were feeling so devious and mischievous because Aaron on the journey got an idol,
Mhm.
and he showed it to Nick, then he showed it to me, and then he showed it to Callie, and then I was fuck, Amelia and Aaron were the two people who would have been getting
Mhm.
votes, and they both have idols. And I was I was going to come up with this plan to split the votes on both of them, and then if we had to re-vote, then Callie and I would get the votes on
Mhm.
Nick. It was a whole thing. And then I'm going to talk with Callie, and she just pulls out Aaron's idol. She's Aaron
Oh
gave
my
me his
God.
idol. Before he so then we were well, we kind of just want to keep this idol. We don't want to give it back to Aaron. So we're let's try to get Aaron out, but in a way that's not going to lose trust with Nick. So then we decided that we were going to dump our votes on Amelia, and then Callie right before travel was going to tip her off.
Wow. So what idol did she play? She played.
Amelia played the Dee idol because Dee gave her idol to Amelia.
And she also has something from Aaron.
No, so Callie has something from Aaron.
Oh.
Did I say that wrong? Yeah, Callie has
Okay,
Aaron's
I got
idol.
confused. Okay.
Amelia had Dee idol. So it was just idols were everywhere.
Man, I
And
figured the pre-merge was gonna be super boring.
I know. So then that was kind of that set
Mhm.
Callie and I as the two.
That's so interesting.
And then like when the plan to get Amelia was afoot, and then it was like, don't tell Callie. I was like, I have to tell Callie because like I don't want her to be out of it. And I was also like, if anything's funky, like I want her number on my thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know fully what happened. Coming in, I thought I had myself, Dave, Allison, TJ, Seth, and Amelia.
Yeah.
And I got 3 people voted with me, I think. It was 3 votes, Nick. So
Do you know who that was?
I'm hoping it was Dave and Allison.
I think
they're the only ones I'll be like hurt.
Yeah.
If they actually flipped on me.
From what I saw from the jury, I saw like TJ go to Dave like, sorry, and he was like, so I do think it was Allison that voted with you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, Allison and Dave are the only ones that would be hurt. Everyone else, they made a move.
Yeah.
I do think it's like, I wonder if it's too early for me because I'm like obviously such a threat at that point and get used as a shield, but it obviously depends on like what plans they actually have, you know?
I know. I was like, I was like, either they'll want to keep people around who are threatening or they'll just want to cut them off.
I do feel like I feel like an under the radar player is like gonna win this season if like the big people are gonna start going out. If this trend continues, it's gonna be someone like Callie or Amelia or like, I mean, shit, Seth lied to me, which I didn't think so, unless he was one of my votes. But if Seth lied to me, he's playing the game. Good for him.
So did Dave and Allison know you were playing your idol on Dave?
No one knew.
Really?
I decided. I literally decided. Decided last minute.
That's awesome.
And I'll never know if it was the right call or not. Because who knows how the other scenario.
Makes good TV. That's so funny.
Yeah, it was an attempt. It was that or go with this unknown of like quite less secure people, but I could vote with them. But I don't know. I mean, it was an attempt. If it worked out this round, I could have been really well set up.
Yeah,
but
I feel like, I don't know if you feel the way I feel, where like I'm so at peace with how I went out because I feel like I went out swinging. Like I was like, I was trying to make something happen. I like was trying to get votes together. I like, and I was like, I didn't like lay down. It wasn't like a unanimous vote. Like it was a fight, and I feel like you probably can feel similar.
Yeah, I mean, like I had a bit of a run.
Yeah,
like I feel like I like came alive during the first Lauren vote.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Dude, that was so fun. And then like to have a successful idol play at the start of the merge. Yeah, like that's pretty cool, even if it bites me in the ass, you know.
No, and that's fun. The Lauren vote, I remember I was like, you were like, please don't put me as a backup, and I was like, you're the only person who makes sense to put as a backup.
And I had an idol.
I know.
I wouldn't have been in trouble. Well, I just wanted to save the idol.
The only reason I didn't was because I'm like, okay, it makes sense for me to just put a vote on him just in case, because I figured that Dave and Allison would vote with us on a revote, maybe. But I don't know if that's actually true.
Yeah.
And then because Callie was like, yeah, I'll pull my idol on you for and pull something. So then I imagine if that happened, then it would have been like a million idols.
I know, 3 idols at a pre-merge.
How did you know people knew about your idol?
Well, yeah, I knew all Sebago knew.
Yeah, how did they just find this?
Oh, so do you not know where it was?
Where was it?
I feel when we swapped, Liza's desk had a bag hanging from it. Maddie tried to grab it, but she couldn't get it off, so she just walked back. So when everyone was swapping, I just walked up and grabbed it. It was in front of all of you, and then I turned, and I expected to see a few people like, and none of you were looking at me. I was shocked. Yeah, I grabbed it in front of everyone.
So I feel like I saw that too, and I was like, where that is?
Sebago knew, and then I told Allison and Dave.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I knew it would leak out. That was part of it, which I should remember so I don't feel as bad. I did want to just get rid of the idol.
No, that's right.
So that...
Because I know I'm scheming.
Because then people are like, well, Zach's got an idol. We got to get him eventually.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that was the first thing when Lauren came back. She was like... She was like...
Dude, that was the worst draw.
I know, that was... I was like, no.
Honestly... Great karma.
Yeah,
that I throw her under the bus and then she hops in the driver's seat.
She was like, "Why didn't you guys vote for Zach? Why'd you vote for me?" And we're like, "Yeah, no, that was." I feel very karmatic. You're right. That we were like, "Ooh, we'll get Lauren," and now like she's in the game and we're not.
Yeah.
I'm curious what's gonna happen next.
I don't know. Probably Allison actually.
You think?
If she did vote with me, she was very nervous already.
Yeah.
So I think it would be her, which would suck.
Yeah. would be fun because I really like Allison just to hang out with her.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I do still really like all the people that were in our swap tribe. I really want to do well.
Mm-hmm.
I do think Callie is like pissed at Nick. Like I think Callie
Really? Why?
Because I told her about the plan to leave her out on the merge vote with Amelia. I was like, Nick doesn't want to let you in, and she's like,
Nick went.
Dude. And Nick also like
Nick's very good at this game.
I really like working with Nick. Like he's like, I think he probably, I don't know if what, but I feel like he was always in lockstep with the interview.
Mm-hmm.
I always felt like he had my back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, he was very loose with his information.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
dude, he told me right away that you all had voted for Amelia.
yeah,
Like when we were just standing on that challenge, he
Yeah.
like volunteered that information.
and yeah, it wasn't stuff that we would have talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
And then like when when Amelia idled out Aaron, only like Amelia didn't even know that Aaron had an idol, and if she did, she probably would have put a vote not on Aaron. So it was good that she didn't know. But then after that, he was like, in front of all of us, he was like, why didn't Aaron play his idol? I was like, no, Amelia's not supposed to know he has an idol.
That's hilarious.
And then like other stuff like that where he was just very loose with the information. Yeah, and we didn't trust him from the beginning because Aaron showed him his idol and he didn't tell either of us. Like Aaron told us later, so we're like, mischievous. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens at some point where like
Nick blabbermouths his way to doom.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my guess would be probably Allison or Dave next, which I wouldn't want to see, assuming they voted for me, or voted with me, but
yeah,
that's probably my guess.
It feels so bad though because we were like, we have the numbers, we can do it, and the first second we had a vote,
good. Like,
we just imploded.
It was so perfect for me too because I was like, Amelia is like the only person I haven't talked to.
Yeah, and I really wanted to do it, like, yeah.
What a shame.
I know.
But
What a shame.
what can you do? Yeah, exactly. I know. The only part that really does sting is like I told myself like what I wanted to do was really try and like play it round by round.
Yeah.
Not like try and stand out too much,
Yeah.
and then I go and like stand out super duper much.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's like, you forgot to tell yourself.
But for all you know, you could have been out the next one anyway, and then you would have
Exactly.
been mad you didn't do anything.
Exactly. And that would be 10 times worse, you know?
Yeah.
So I
a-
know I can't.
that
I'm
was a-
gonna a bit like be like, I should have done this, but I know I can't do that.
Yeah, I was like that too a bit. I'm like, I really shouldn't have tried to push the Dave thing so much for that but I don't know. I don't know what I should have done.
Adam was like really like trying to pull that together.
I know.
feel like.
I think he's like intimidated by Flagstaff. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
think he
think
was
so.
really worried about like Dave and Allison.
I think Adam is actually in a really good position. I feel like because he should be standing out,
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
and he's not.
I don't know. I thought like maybe since like we had the whole Sebago 6 Civil War last round, but like I thought maybe this round would be like, okay, now that old Sebago, like Adam and Seth are eligible to be voted, that maybe it'd be one of them. But yeah, I'm intrigued because like I haven't seen their games at all. Like Adam or Seth, I'm excited to see how they play.
Yeah, Adam's very sly.
Yeah.
Very good at this game.
Yeah.
Did promise he wouldn't vote for me though, so I don't know, Adam. I don't really give a shit about that.
I know. I've lied to so many people,
Yeah.
and sometimes I'm lying and I don't even know I'm lying. Like I'm in with this plan, and then I just change my mind. I'm like, oh, actually, I'm not. Like when I was talking with Lauren, she was like, let's do Dave. I'm like, let's do Dave. And I'm not doing Dave. And I'm like, actually, I am.
Yeah, do you know what you guys would have done if Dave had gone through that round?
If he had what?
If Dave went that round, what next round would have been?
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the thing, it's so unpredictable.
I was gonna try to get rid of. Honestly, I was just worried that Moosehead was starting to stick out because there was 4 of us, and like.
Well, I became convinced. You said to me, I think you said like all of Moosehead is voting for Dave or something, and I went, even Amelia, they're playing us.
I know.
She still got her idol.
That was probably stupid. But yeah, I was just worried that like I was like I want him to know that there's like extra like there are numbers. I don't know, that was probably bad. But
no, it's fine. No, what actually sealed the deal for me playing the idol was I think I whispered to Lauren like who you voting for, and she couldn't understand what she said. I was like, and I spelled out DA on the ground, and she was like, yeah, I'm voting for that. Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, we don't have these votes.
Yeah. Well, it was so fun though. Like, was it as scrambly this round as it was last round?
A little less, which maybe I should have scrambled more, but whoever was lying to me did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you think the vote was gonna go? Like,
I thought it was going to be 6 to whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the other 4 were going to do, but I thought we had me, Dave, Allison, TJ,
Adam and Seth.
no, Seth and Amelia.
Okay.
Because Amelia seemed good, and she told all of us.
So. Yeah, I never know where her head's at.
Mm-hmm. No, she's doing good.
Yeah.
She's staying super under the radar.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens.
So let me ask you this: you guys have been here for a while. I've been in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, who do you think the bottom are? Like,
It was you and Allison. I thought, unless you were both.
no.
playing.
I mean, the goats. Who are they trying to drive?
I don't know. I was thinking like I was closest with Callie, but I wasn't gonna go with Callie.
Oh.
And but Nick, who I was a little less close with, I would maybe take to the end. Lauren, I was like, I know path with her, but I've like in the back of my mind, I'm like, Lauren, I would probably take with me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Who are you talking about?
You turn it up.
Right now?
Okay. All right.
Is that how this works?
Yeah.
Yeah. Amelia. Okay, interesting.
I will say, because I think it's interesting, because I know you're Callie's like under the radar maybe a bit, but because I've been very close with her, she's been playing very smart.
People aren't saying it though.
Because I know, I think they will as it goes, which I think because on Moosehead, Owen gave her his idol, and then she and I, we decided that we wanted to get Amelia to idol out there, and so Callie tipped off Amelia. Amelia's like, Amelia really trusts Callie. Callie has an idol that nobody knows about.
Really?
I think thinks it's yeah, Callie has an idol that nobody knows about.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive. All right. Yeah, maybe there's more there than I
And
did.
the reason we didn't throw any votes on one of you guys at the Lauren vote just for security was because she's like, if Lauren plays something, I'll play an idol on you. She has a backup plan for every play.
Then I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where her game goes, because she told me she's like Topher, I'm worried it might be you.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the merge, she's like, but I'm not playing my idol on you.
Mm-hmm.
I need to think about my game.
Mm-hmm.
It's individual idol.
Mm-hmm.
She's playing.
Yeah, I think
I'm excited for.
Yeah, I always go into mentality like there could be a million shit I don't know about that is revealed at Final Tribal Council. I always have people who I think are doing the best, but I never, unless someone's clearly doing bad, which I honestly don't think anyone is bad this season.
Oh, totally.
I never completely write.
Well, like you said, we see only our this much of the actual game. Hopefully they either show it or talk about it.
And everyone thinks they're like the mastermind. Everyone's like, oh, my musical plan.
Someone told me once, my favorite Survivor writer, a guy named Anthony Baker, said the key to Survivor is making other people think that you're a supporting actor in their movie when it's really the reverse.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, when my confessionals come out, I'm like, ha ha ha, I'm so smart.
Same.
Like dodo me.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm in deep trouble.
Yeah, I mean, towards the end, I was always like at the beginning when it was OG Moosehead, I knew I was anyway I diced it, I thought I was gonna be fine, but come merge, I was like, ah.
Did you think it was?
I thought something. Well, so at the very end, I was like, because I feel like we got the numbers to vote you out a second.
Oh, you got it in the last second.
It was very much
That's why I realized that in the last second.
They were like,
Lauren said the name.
Yeah, exactly. Lauren told me the name. But,
it was so it was a very loose conglomerate of people who were willing to write your name down, and we did the math. And I think we have it because we were like.
So did you not think you were getting the majority on the first vote altogether on his vote?
Where the idol.
Who did you think was going home if there was no?
Me.
Oh, you did think it was you?
Yeah,
okay.
I did.
Damn.
Yeah.
I had a feeling. I kept glancing at your cargoes because I'm like, I can't be in there.
Yeah. If I had realized,
I had felt like because it was.
You guys don't do that. You don't put a rock in your.
No.
That's smart. I should have done that.
If I had realized with 5 minutes time, I would have just passed you the idol.
No. That actually might have taken the target off you more.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I mean, I would have obviously taken it and played it for myself, but then the target would have been on
because you played it for yourself.
Yeah. That would have been
So many
interesting.
little tiny things.
But I didn't have time
Yeah.
because I realized in the holding area.
Well, because it kept being like the numbers were so shaky, it was like, I'm like, I really wasn't in on it. And I was like, no, but like, I know Amelia wants to go to Dave, so like, let's get Amelia. And then it's like, and Adam's like, I want to get Seth, but I don't like Zach. And then suddenly, like, you're in on it. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know who's like this one.